Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. I am at one of my favourite spots, especially early in the morning. It's on a hillside in Tala, one of the most popular places for people to come and long-term rent a property, or perhaps even buy that property of their dreams when they move to live on the island of love, and in particular to Paphos. Today's topic, we're going to talk a little bit about immigration and some of the complications and some of the nightmare stories that we hear about when we look on Facebook. Always Facebook, isn't it? Facebook, that place where everyone goes to gather that information. And when it goes wrong, then they blame Facebook. Now, if you ask a question on Facebook, more often than not, you will get an awful lot of help. But sometimes you get misinformed, and that's the point of this video. On some of our videos, there are one or two comments now that are saying that they're on their second, they're on their third, they're on their fourth lawyer trying to go through their immigration process. It's complicated. Many people are able to do it themselves. But think about this. You're coming to live in a foreign country. Language is the main barrier. And this is where the miscommunications and this is where things start to go wrong. But you are going to keep on paying your money. There is a lady in the comments, like I say, she is now on her fourth lawyer. Now, I'm not criticising those lawyers, but we all understand that those first three lawyers will certainly have taken a sizable chunk of her money, and she achieved nothing. Now she's on her fourth lawyer. Fingers crossed. And I hope that it goes very, very smooth indeed. We can give you references of some of the people that we have helped. As we speak, we are helping a couple and a gentleman on his own. And if you'd like to make contact with us and we can make you have a chat with them, they'll tell you how smooth the process is going. From the moment they touch down on the island of love, whisked away from an airport, and all the little problems that they understood that they were going to have are slowly but surely being rectified. And it's some of the things you don't even think about. You are focused on your immigration, you're focused on renting a property or purchasing a property. Now, let me go over this again and again. Obviously you can come to Cyprus and buy a property, but currently the process from finding the property, remember you've got to find the property you want to buy first, isn't it? That could take you a day, that could take you months. But when you find it, currently it takes around about 6 months from you saying I want it to you actually getting the keys to the front door. So, two choices. Flip-flop backwards and forwards from the country where you are residing now, or perhaps long-term rent a property in Cyprus. And you're going to need to do that for a period of 12 months if you want to go down the immigration process to spend the rest of your life in Cyprus. Not complicated, but often not explained correctly. So most people come to Cyprus and long-term rent for 12 months. That allows them to start their immigration process. And if they are looking to buy a property during that period, they will start to hunt, search the internet, engage the services of people like ourselves, Mr. Paul and of course Marika, and we can go and hunt down that property for you, save you an awful lot of time. What do I mean by that? Well, we know that estate agents, property sellers all over the world always take the best pictures, and they always miss out the bit that perhaps you're not gonna like. I promise you, if you select a property and send it to me, I will locate it for you. I'll actually locate it on Google Maps before I even go and have a little look around it. So perhaps if you're looking for a property that's totally on its own and you think you found it, and then you find out that you haven't found it. I think you understand what I mean. You can spend a lot of time driving around, looking at properties, and then find out, that's a little bit of a disappointment. Now, often, anywhere in the world, a property could be marketed at, let's say, 500,000 euros. Obviously, that's what the person wants for the property. But more often than not, you might be able to get a couple of bob off it. And I don't mean 4,000 or 5,000, I mean 20,000, 30,000, and in some cases, even more. If you engage the services of a good negotiator. And this is where the property owner gets to meet the negotiator before he or she gets to meet the potential buyers, because the buyers often give off those vibes, don't they? That, oh yes, it's wonderful, can we get a little bit of a discount? The seller understands that. A negotiator has no emotional attachment to the property. A negotiator goes in and hits them hard. He doesn't care if he actually upsets them. His job is to negotiate that price down for the client. Anyway, back to immigration and back to lawyers. What I'm trying to tell you is you don't have to engage the services of myself and Marika. That's not what this is about. What it's about is making sure that you get the correct legal help and advice. Because if you don't, it can go very, very wrong, and very quickly you can find yourself on lawyer number 2, lawyer number 3, number 4, and of course on and on it goes. Bear in mind, each one of those lawyers will have extracted from you a lot of money. And we're talking about a start here of 500, 600, 700, 1,000 euros before they even get going. Same all over the world, isn't it? That's how it works. You need their help and they're going to charge you. Now, obviously, myself and Marika are going to charge you. But, as I've just said, the people that we've helped have told us over and over that they couldn't have done what's been achieved without our help and our team's help. And like I was saying, simple things. Now, you can go to the electricity office and change that electricity bill into your name. But the problem is, and I know there'll be lots of people in the comments, sometimes you go there on that first visit and it goes totally smooth. You pay the deposit and that's it. But sometimes you go there and it doesn't quite work that way. And you end up going back 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You get frustrated. So engage the services of someone like myself and Marika. And that means you'll only go once. And it'll go very, very smoothly. Marika is a fluent Greek speaker. She'll take care of all of the paperwork and all of the communications. All you have to be is there in person, and of course to pay that security deposit. For example, when you're changing the electricity bill into your name, if you are a foreign national, again, people are going to write in the comments and say, oh, that's not true. Well, it is. If you're a Cypriot national, the deposit at the electricity board is 200 euros. If you're a foreign national, British, German, French, American, I think you get the idea, it's 350 euros. So that's the deposit that you will be required to deposit with the Electricity Authority of Cyprus before they will switch on or switch over the electricity supply to your name. And of course you need your name on a utility bill or 2 in order to progress down the immigration process. So if you want more help and advice, our contact details are obviously in the description on this video. You can make contact via our website, via email, you can call me, and you can even arrange to have a voice call or a video call while we explain to you how it's done, what we can do for you, and how we can make the process very, very simple. And of course, the charges and the costs involved. I'm going to say a huge, huge thank you for watching. Of course, I've got a little boy cigar, I've got a lighter, and I'm going to say those magic words. Here we go. Because you know what? Life is good on the island of love. I'll leave you with a spectacality of a view over the rooftops and the treetops from uptown Taller straight down to the blue, blue Mediterranean Sea. And of course that is Kosonica Bay in the distance. Imagine yourself chilling, relaxing and enjoying the rest of your life when you come to live on the island of love. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed.